Boosie critically injured in prison altercation, leaked footage. Boosie is back in prison after getting caught with a strap on him on May 6th. As many of us know, he was stalked by law enforcement, and when they saw a strap on his waistband during his IG live, they were able to track down his location and literally arrest him. The bad thing about this is Boosie was already facing legal trouble, but that's not the end of it, not even close. Unfortunately, Boosie was recently caught lacking while serving his time in prison, and it appears he was set up by people he thought he trusted. Boosie was jumped by multiple inmates, and let's just say things didn't go his way. It was about 5 minutes before officers arrived and were able to break up the chaos, but by the time they did, it was too late. Boosie had been seriously hurt and needed medical attention. Yeah, things got pretty bad for Boosie, and his life was literally on the line. Luckily, the man got away alive, but this has people asking a lot of questions like, why were these guys out to get Boosie? Does it have to do with his street ties? What we do know is Boosie was left in critical condition and is literally fighting for his life while fighting for his freedom. As if this legal case wasn't enough, things just got a whole lot worse for Boosie. It's sad to see, and my heart goes out to Boosie. He's a legend in the rap game, and we gotta pay our respect. But today, we're gonna be hopping into the men that did this to Boosie, and what the dark truth is behind it all. There's a lot to get into, so stick around as we get into things one detail at a time. Trust me when I say you won't want to miss a thing. For more content like this, be sure to subscribe and comment keyword Boosie to enter our giveaway. Now, let's jump into this video and take a closer look at Boosie critically injured during prison altercation. So, Boosie got arrested again. Yeah, I know, shocking. Boosie in legal trouble is like Florida in hurricane season. You just know it's coming, but this time it's actually bad, like really bad for him. See, every time Boosie gets locked up, it's not just a night in the county. He's already got a long history with the law, and prosecutors treat him like the final boss in a video game. They know his record, they know his past, and they're always trying to make an example out of him. And for Boosie, that means longer sentences, stricter conditions, and more people watching his every move. Boosie's paranoia isn't just random. This dude's life has been a war zone since the beginning. He grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in one of the roughest neighborhoods you could imagine. We're talking substances, straps, and gangs on every corner. For Boosie, survival wasn't a choice, it was a daily job. He's got rivals all over the place, especially from the old street days. Names don't even matter anymore because Boosie has so many enemies, it's like he's playing Grand Theft Auto on Wanted Level 5. He constantly says people are plotting against him, whether it's the feds, jealous rappers, or street dudes who want to take him out. And honestly, he's not wrong to feel that way. When you've been hit and indicted and betrayed as many times as he has, paranoia becomes common sense. Here's the thing, Boosie has always carried himself like a soldier. He once said, "I gotta keep that iron on me." Translation, he's strapped up everywhere he goes. But that's also what keeps getting him arrested. The system sees a convicted felon with straps, while Boosie sees himself as a target who can't rely on police for protection. It's a vicious cycle. Protect yourself and risk jail, or stay unarmed and risk your life. Boosie's street credibility didn't come out of thin air. His childhood shaped his mindset. Growing up, he didn't see rap as just music. It was his way out. But even as he rose to fame, he never cut ties with the block. The hood raised him, and the hood followed him into the industry. That's why he's respected, because he never pretended to be something he's not. At the end of the day, Boosie is respected because he's raw, unfiltered, and fearless. He says what other rappers are scared to say. He survived the streets, beat charges that could have buried him, and still tours and sells out shows. To the industry, he's a legend. To the streets, he's a symbol of resilience. And to the law, well, he's public enemy number one. So yeah, Boosie's latest arrest isn't just another headline. It's another chapter in the saga of a man who's been fighting battles his entire life.